What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, we have another pre-proposal in the mix here, and this is coming in from DJ. So I got to give a shout out to DJ or Dahoda for putting this together. And, DJ is somebody who's a regular commenter here on the channel, as well as somebody that I got to meet. I had the pleasure of meeting and hanging out with for a little bit at Splinterfest a year and a half ago. Wow. Time flies when you are in a bear market. That's kind of crazy. Splinterfest was in October of 2022. So we're approaching the year or 18-month mark next month, which is kind of crazy. But let's go ahead and jump into what this proposal is about. And it is mainly to get the SPS validators up and running. So the proposal as it is here, and I'm not going to read the entire thing to you. I think it's important if you want to go learn more, make sure you go and give it a read, maybe even give it a thumbs up or an upvote on Peak D. Just to support DJ as well. So the SPS DAO will send 350,000 in equivalent cryptocurrency from its treasury to the Splinterlands Steam Monsters company in order to hire at least 2 additional developers and to ensure that a fully functional SPS validator product is complete within a year. Now, here's an important phrase here, sentence. I have already confirmed with Matt that this support from the SPS DAO would be welcomed and greatly appreciated. So Matt is already on board. If that doesn't swing a lot of people, then I don't know what will. All right, so here you go. Why should the DAO use these funds to support the build out? All right, so the DAO's main objective is to protect and grow the value of SPS. Yep, that's pretty basic. Having the SPS chain up and running will move us closer to being more decentralized, which is part of the original vision. That's cool. I mean, yes, yeah, we should be, but that's not super important. It is, but not really. I'm tripping over myself here. All right, so on the last town hall, Matt did make it very clear that we wouldn't be able to get a tier 1 exchange if we did not have a validator system in place. That's actually number 4. Number 3 was that it's just an incredibly important thing, but it hasn't been made a priority because it won't generate revenue. And then number 5, I believe the DAO should be utilizing its resources to best support the needs of the team. And right now the team can use the support. And then number 6, time is of the essence. So they don't want to miss a massive bull run. And I think as we've seen so far, Splinterlands is not doing well. It is not correlated to the upside for the recent pump over the last couple of months when the Bitcoin ETF went live. Bitcoin halving is just around the corner here next month. So basically, what are the details? Matt or a team member appointed by Matt will be in charge of hiring, paying, and managing. Matt may use 350,000 in order to hire at least 2 to ensure that it's functional within a year. Any funds not utilized will be returned to the DAO May of next year. If the team finishes validators prior to 1 year, then Matt and team will have the autonomy to utilize these developers as they see fit. By May 1st of next year, the DAO will vote on whether to continue paying them. And also on May 1st, if the Splinterlands company has not fully produced a functional SPS, they will be required to pay back the DAO 50% of the 350,000 for a total of 175. Very interesting. So there's some protections put in place here, and I kind of like where it's going. Now, before I even say anything else about this, I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. I can't explain it, but I'll tell you right off the bat, the proposal just makes me feel a little icky. I don't know. There's a little cringe. I don't know how to explain it exactly. And this is not nothing against DJ. I think DJ has the most noble of intentions, but the only way that I can kind of put it into words is, this is something that, the team has been talking about for a while. They had people working on it, including Hardpoint, back a year or a year and a half ago, whenever it was, working on getting the validator system live. Now, obviously, I understand it's not a priority. It has not been a priority because it's not a revenue generating thing. But the idea of the DAO coming in to, once again, support something that the team said that they were going to be able to do, I don't know. And I'm not trying to throw shade at the team here. I obviously know that they've been through a lot. 2 rounds of layoffs in the past 18 months. It's not great. But apart, I just want to be able to share that with you guys, that it doesn't make me feel good. I don't want you to think that I'm just on here shilling you hey, let's take another $350,000 out of the DAO and send it to the team. Right. Again, maybe it's like, I want the team to show that, they can line all their ducks up. And Matt said before this proposal even went live, like Matt said, he wants to put a dedicated team on this. And so he was planning on using company resources. So if we get DAO resources, my expectation then would be for, the company resources to be able to bring us hopefully some guild updates. I don't know. Like maybe I'm just still salty about that. But either way, it doesn't make me feel amazing, right? I don't look at this and I'm just like, yes, I want to support it. I'm gonna upvote it. I'm gonna tell you guys to go and vote for it. That being said, I do believe that this is actually worthwhile, and I'm gonna use pure cold hard logic. I got the emotional stuff out of the way, which I couldn't really explain, but here's the cold hard logic. Now, I'm going to go over here to Splinter Cars, and you will see here, for those of you who may not have been here, almost 2 years ago, I believe it was at the end of May 2022, they sold, meaning the team sold, or put up a pre-sale for the node licenses, and obviously that sale has been running ever since. Like the pre-sale ran out, and then later on that year, the tranche one sold out. But as part of that, the team did not make any money off of this. Okay, so they put in all the infrastructure already, and they did not make any money off of it. 80% of that SPS was burned, but 20% was sent to the DAO. And you can see here that so far, 15.6 million SPS in the DAO is actually because of that sale. And running the math, somebody double check my numbers, but I just did this on the calculator earlier. You take 15.6 million, multiply it by where SPS is at this current moment, right? And let me see if I can pull up the number. Sorry, it won't be on screen, but let's do 15,660 times 0.025, 2.5 cents, right, for SPS. That's almost $400,000. It's $391,000 to be exact. You can see SPS is here. It's not quite at 2.5 cents, but again, we're rounding. So that $350,000 worth of value in the DAO actually came in from node licenses, from node license sales, meaning that I wouldn't mind that 350K or 391K, whatever it ends up being, turning around and using that to help get the validators online. Something that was pre-sold to us almost 2 years ago, and there just hasn't been much work on it since. In fact, we haven't seen anything of it yet outside of the rewards, which is a whole other topic that I'm not happy about. But again, here we are, right? And I own validator licenses just because that's what it is, right? Or no licenses just because that's the nature of the system. So I would love to see these get live, because I would love for the rewards being paid out to actually mean something. And therefore, if this is what it is, right, if this is something that not only the community gets behind, but obviously the team and Matt are already behind, the money is there because of the node license sale, I think it's a no-brainer. Again, just using pure cold logic. When I get my emotions into it, I think differently, and I'm just like, something feels icky about it, right? Like I don't necessarily like it, and it's just like maybe it's just a lot of the promises that were made over the past couple of years, and then delays. Like I get it. I'm just like you guys, right? Like I understand how the frustration out there, and maybe that's what that pent up kind of like emotion is. But looking at the pure cold hard logic, the money is there in the DAO because of the node license sale, of which the team put resources out of their pocket to get that license sale, to get the the infrastructure running behind it for the rewards and everything that's come ever since. So I think it's actually not a bad idea. In fact, I would say that venture to say DJ has a good idea here of setting that limit around the $350,000 range for this venture and getting people on board that can get this done within a year. Again, at the end of this all, if they do not deliver within a year, Splinterlands is on the hook for returning that, half of it, which again, hopefully we don't just, lose half of our money with nothing to show for it. Hopefully, even if they can't get it done by that time frame, there's a lot of groundwork, foundation, infrastructure that's already been laid out, and maybe it's just a little bit longer. But ideally, if these are going to be DAO employees, we should hopefully have a much better and much more transparent look at things. And that is maybe the only criticism that I have, and I'll reach out to DJ specifically about this, is I would want to see regular updates. I don't want it to be behind this curtain that the team usually hides behind. If these are going to be DAO employees, then as a stakeholder, I want to know, again, it's not like send me a report every week, you know, I want my TPS reports, but I do want to be able to have much more visibility into how the project is going if the SPS stakers are the ones funding it through the DAO. But that is my thought process here. That is my criticism, constructive criticism, and my and feedback that I would give. Let me know what you guys are thinking, how you're feeling about this whole thing, if you believe it is a good idea or a bad idea. But at the end of the day, Matt looks like he's on board. The money is there, and we all want this to happen, right? There's numerous benefits as DJ laid out in the proposal. So give it a look. Let me know what you think in the comments below, whether you agree or disagree. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.